Hey guys, welcome back. So this is the final review of the mini album that I have been making in my latest mini album series. And I just want to go over a couple things because I think on my last video a couple people might have gotten confused or lost, which is completely possible. And definitely my fault because I like to ramble. But anyway, so the dimensions. So the dimensions of this cardboard piece that is the spine, or that is the cover, is going to be, there we go, is going to be 6.5, and then you're going to cover it. And honestly, the dimensions of the paper is completely up to you, but I will tell you the dimensions that I used. Okay, the height of the cover is 6.5. The width of this piece of cardboard is 4.5. Okay, so we have three separate pieces. We have this piece here, we have this piece here, and then we have this piece here. Okay, the cover pieces, not the spine, the cover pieces are 6.5 by 4.5. Now when you go to cover these, you want to add to your height 1 whole inch, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to fold in either direction, whether you do the top cover or the top piece first, or if you do the inside piece first. So this time I did the inside piece first. And this is what I mean by your dimensions are going to be different. So when I did this video, or actually when I did this video it got corrupted or something, I don't know, and I lost it. So when I did this one, I actually put pieces on top of, it might be easier to show you on this side, I put pieces on top of to kind of make this collage look. Not quite a collage because it's not full enough, but you get what I'm saying. It's, I think, it's in pieces. So there's a black piece here, there's a pink piece here and here, another black piece here, another pink piece, another black piece. This is decorative paper and this is decorative paper. And the reason that I did this on this one is, one, because I think it's cute, but two, because it uses your scraps. So whenever you're decorating your albums, whatever the albums might be, look at your pieces and try to come up with a design that incorporates the pieces that you have left, so it limits the actual amount of scraps that you have left that you need to put away. So back to this one. This is the chipboard underneath. I use cardboard. Is 6.5 by 4.5. This piece of paper is a 12 by 12 piece of paper that I started with. I did not measure the length of the paper because I knew that I was just going to lay down my cardboards. So I was going to put a piece of cardboard here, another piece of cardboard here, and another piece of cardboard here. So I knew that if I had anything left over, if I had too much left over, I could just trim it down. So I only measured the height from that 12 by 12 piece of paper, and that was 7.5 inches. Like I said, we added an inch to the height so we could wrap it around. So this piece of paper was what was left. So this piece and this piece all came from the same sheet of 12 by 12 paper. So imagine this. This is obviously, it's a little minute. It's a little smaller. So imagine that you cut the height off of the 12 by 12 paper and you have this much left. Okay, that's where these pieces came in. All I did was I took this half, or this portion rather, I turned it this way, and then I cut it in half. So honestly, that might have been why you guys got lost in the measurements, because I was trying to come up with measurements, but oftentimes it was just a matter of me cutting the piece of paper to what I thought the right size would be, and I have no idea what the measurement would have been. Like this one, I think I was trying to come up with a measurement for these pieces here, but ultimately I think what I ended up doing, I don't remember exactly. I want to say that I came to the conclusion to cut them in half, but I think I did try to come up with an actual dimension, which was 2 3/4, and I just cut both pieces. But I actually didn't cut both pieces, because if you go back and look at my other video, I said I was going to cut it at 2 3/4 on both pieces, but then I was just like, you know what, I'll just cut this one and we'll use the other one. If it's too big, it's too big, we'll trim it down, whatever. But oftentimes I do that, and whenever I'm creating whatever it is I'm creating, I try really hard to make dimensions, because I know a lot of people want to recreate whatever they see, whether it's me or, you know, someone else that they see on TV or on YouTube. They want to try to recreate exactly that item. But I don't oftentimes like calculate what I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing it. I hope that makes sense. So like I said, I will try to write, I'm sorry, I didn't say it, but I mentioned it in a few comments. I will try to write the dimensions of everything. So this piece of paper here, it goes underneath this zebra print just slightly, probably about 1/4 inch. So this piece of paper here is about, there it is. It's 2 1/4 wide. And then this one is also 2 1/4 wide, because I think what had happened was there was 4 1/2 left, because I had cut 7 1/2 off to make the inside covers here, so that leaves 4 1/2. So this piece here, I want to say is 2 3/4. It is 2 3/4, and all of the height, whether it's the little pink fuzz, whether it's the zebra, or whether it's this patch of pattern paper, all of these front cover pieces are all going to be at 6 1/4. Okay, so this is 6 1/4, this is 6 1/4, and this little pink fuzz here is 6 1/4. Now the little pink fuzz is 1 1/4 inch wide. So I originally was going to do 1 inch wide, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of breathing room on either side, just in case it didn't cover the zebra pattern, and I wanted it to cover that zebra pattern. So I gave myself an extra 1/4 inch. So this is 1 1/4 inch right here. Wide, I mean. It still is 6 1/4 tall, but in width it is 1 1/4 inch. Okay, so I really hope that clears up some dimensions or confusion with the dimensions as far as the covers go. But remember, guys, whatever you want to create, just kind of lay your papers on your piece of chipboard or your cardboard and just kind of play with it. It doesn't, even if you have a scrap piece of paper that's a triangle, just play around with it and see what you can come up with. Make a mosaic out of it. Mosaics are fun to play with. So I just want to go ahead and do a quick flip through of this. I didn't realize I'd spent 10 minutes talking about the cover. So I do want to do a quick final review and flip through of this book. So this, I'm trying right now to get this up on Etsy, but I don't know if like something's wrong with Etsy, because my internet works just fine, but I tried to go to like Etsy.com and it says that the page is not found, and I'm like, okay. And that was just this morning. So I will try to get this up. And I was thinking about doing this for about $35 because the materials and the cost of labor. So the materials are fairly inexpensive. So that would only be about, you know, $5 to $10 on the materials. The rest would be the labor, because it is kind of a longer process to do an album like this. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to do an album like this. So yeah. Anyway, so this one, I will try really hard to get this up on Etsy. This one is my, I'm going to keep so I can keep referencing it type of, I'm not going to sell this particular album. I will make others like it if you guys want me to, and put those up on Etsy as soon as I figure out what's going on with Etsy. But as far as this particular one, this one is not going up. So let's do our flip through. So we have our Fuzz here, which is really cute and it's soft. And then we have our Zibra Fuzz, which is a much shorter fuzz, but also very soft. I just like rubbing on it. It's so soft. Anyway, so we have our decorative paper here. And if you guys remember in my last video, I did layer them. So the decorative paper is on the very bottom, and then the zebra print is on top of that, and then the fuzzy is on top of the zebra. So it's got a nice, cute little layer effect. So I do have some photo mats in here. A lot of the photo mats are just, you know, scrap pieces of paper. They are not necessarily cut to dimensions. Some of them I did make sure, like this one here, I did try to make sure that it was small enough that you could still see what was going on back here. So there's that. And these were measured. Okay, so this is, if I'm not mistaken, a 4x6 photo mat. No, 4.5. I'm sorry. I did go further out because I wanted it to poke out of the pocket. So it's going to be 4.5 by 6, and that's the complete photo mat. The matting is 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. So this black piece here measures 4.5 by 6. This white piece here measures 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. Okay. All of the main base page mats that go inside the little pocket right here, all of these are the same measurement. And this is where your variation continues. Things like this, it's just a matter of using a piece of scrap, and then I used a little border punch thing right here. Right there. And then we have our magnets and our flips. These are all just photo mats here. Oop, I missed. And then we have our belly band here. You can put more in here. It's a little bit of a loose belly band. So you can put more in here. We have our other mat. So like if you wanted to, you could probably put this one in there too. Yeah, but it would cover up the whole page, so you don't want to do that. So we have this one and this one. And when you put your photo mats in here, you can flip them around. You can put this one, you know, somewhere else. You can put it over here if you wanted to. I think it's right around the same size. You can put it over here in these little pockets. Again, with these, all I did was I cut a few pieces of my scraps. I cut them a little bit like shorter because they were long. But just cut them shorter and then matted them. I just, you know, stuck them on a piece of paper and cut them out. Let's see. Another pocket with another photo mat, same thing. And I really like this one. This is the flip, like little book inside the album, which I thought was super cute. And this actually came about by accident. If you watch the first video and maybe it was the second video, I don't remember, but where I was making the page, and I don't know why, but I added the second page, and then I ended up adding the third page. So it was kind of an accident, but it was a good, happy accident. So there is that, and there is another photo mat here, and There is another photo mat here in the pockets. And this one, I love this one. This one's a little flippy flap. So it flips up, it flips down. There we go. And we have our pocket here with our little photo mat. This is a double-sided photo mat. And we have our belly band here with our other photo mat here. This one's also a double-sided photo mat. And we have our large photo mat. And that goes in the little pocket beside, off to the side here. Push that in, flip the bottom up, flip the top down, and voila. And then our last page is a belly band with a double-sided mat. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. I thought it was super cute. And they are time-consuming. They do take, you know, a decent amount of time to make, but they are super fun, and once you start doing them, they're really quite easy to make. It just takes a little bit of practice, honestly, and just doing them more often. So I will most definitely make another album. I actually have another one in progress right here. I'll do another video on that, but I wanted to play around with some bags, and make something that was a little more functional. That's the right word. Functionable? What? I don't understand where I come up with these words. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. And I really hope that I cleared up some confusion with the dimensions. And if you guys ever have any questions, please don't feel, you know, afraid to just say, hey, you made 0 sense whatsoever. Can you explain blah, blah, blah? Trust me, I will not take offense for it. I will probably be like, you know what, my bad, let me explain that. Or I will make another video just kind of like I did with this one. I was going to do a reveal video for this, but I ended up just deleting that one and creating an entirely new video so I could explain the dimensions on the cover. And like I said, I really hope that I explained a little bit better. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, then please just leave them in the comments below. You can email me directly. You can leave me a message on YouTube. Any of the 3 ways is a great way to get in contact with me. So if you have questions, just ask. Yeah, so that's it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope to have this up on Etsy really soon, but the price is $35. That covers cost and the construction, the labor. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.